I was in Japan with a mate who I was in love with. Unfortunately, he didn't love me back, but I was hoping that he'd change his mind on our trip. Each time we'd check into our hotel, hotelier would ask us,
double or twin share?
I'd remain silent while looking hopefully at him, pulling him to say,
Double, thanks.
and then stare deeply into my eyes, lean in and stick his tongue down my throat. But instead, he'd always say,
Twin share, thanks.
That was until 6 days into our trip when we were checking into a new place when his
Twin share, thanks.
was met with,
Actually, only double.
I've got him, I thought. I was trying to decide whether a sufficient amount of time would have passed between the famous gin poisoning of my 18th birthday and the birth of our first daughter, to name her Juniper, without gagging every time I said her name. My fantasy was interrupted by my future husband saying,
Have you got a futon? Cheers.
God damn it. He gave me the main bedroom.
Great guy.
Said he'd set himself up in the living room. My disappointment and foregoing spooning the love of my life for yet another night quickly faded when my tummy issues set in. For some reason, whenever I fly anywhere, my bowels seem to stop working. It's like they're confusing being above the clouds with me having died and naturally gone to heaven as an excuse to take an early retirement. This time was no different. It had been a long 6 days. I was about 90% rice. Point. It was well and truly time for a cocktail of laxatives. I slipped out to the pharmacy after we checked in. Konnichiwa. Doshito desu ka?
便秘なので直してください。
気をつけて。
髪のお恵みがありますように。
This was not my first rodeo. Or was it Kenji's, apparently? But that didn't stop me from taking 3 times the recommended dose, and another hit 20 minutes later for good luck. I got back to the hotel and saw that the love of my life had set his futon up against the wall closest to the toilet.
Hey.
Are you sure you don't want to be closer to the window?
No, it's freezing.
But it's such a nice view.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping.
Couldn't argue with that.
Yeah.
That's good.
I put on my entirely winter-appropriate sleepwear, and we went to bed separately. I woke up a couple of hours later feeling like I was going to explode. I leapt over my love's head in my sexy nightie on the way to the toilet. Not how I imagined the first time he was underneath me would be like. I got to the toilet just in time. I fumbled with the smart functions on the toilet, trying to get some white noise happening to mask the sounds I previously wouldn't have believed were capable of being made by a human. Instead of white noise, I kept accidentally playing traditional Japanese music or epic samurai sounds, both of which were alarmingly fitting to the situation, but not exactly what I was after. Afterwards, I crept out of the toilet. My love appeared to be asleep. The next day, I woke up feeling fantastic. Never had I ever felt more light and refreshed. I had a spring in my step. Fuck it. I thought, today, the first day, the rest of my life. Today is the day. Tell my love how I feel. We were walking through Yoyogi Gardens after breakfast. Beautiful little rays of sunshine fell on his perfect face. I turned to him and said,
I have something to tell you.
I've got to tell you something too.
Oh, you go first.
I couldn't sleep last night. Yeah. Weird score.